And a very big thank you to the RRG Group, who are my latest sponsor and will be throughout the season, going home and away all over Europe, the FA Cup, of course the Carabao Cup as well, and in the Premier League. Thanks for your support, guys.
In recent years, when City got back to winning ways again, I remember Vincent Kompany saying, drink in every trophy, every opportunity to win something, lift a bit of silverware, and he wasn't wrong, was he? I know this has become a little bit routine, but I, for one, as a City fan, never take this for granted. It's a Carabao Cup Final, League Cup Final. It's had lots of different names down the years, of course, and some people might argue it's not the biggest trophy, and maybe it isn't, but it's still a cup final. And I, for one, can't wait to get in there and watch City try to lift yet another trophy, particularly under this great manager, Pep Guardiola. Now, I'm going to try and meet as many City fans as I can today, of course. Maybe one or two players, ex-players as well. Maybe somebody from Villa. There'll be some great stories, won't there? There always are.
If I go back to June, I got a diagnosis no one wants to hear. I have bowel cancer, so to be here to enjoy the final, and that is an absolute godsend. And over the chemotherapy, had the surgery to remove the tumour, everything's looking great. So today, hopefully, I can party.
Has it been tough then?
It has, because the chemotherapy takes so much out of you, and you know, the side effects can be quite vicious. I mean, I was being sick a lot. I couldn't handle cold stuff in my hands. I get bad pins and needles and that. So it's just nice to be able to do things like cook at home now, because I can go in the fridge and I can come to Wembley today.
Did you dream of this then? Is this one of the things that kept you going?
Definitely, yeah, because you know, this is, in the modern era, this is the 4th straight League Cup final I've been to, so excited to be here. Can't wait to enjoy it.
Kevin, you obviously played at Wembley for City in 1981. Yep. What does it mean to be here today to watch this lot play?
Listen, it's still the same. It's a special place, and I've been to a few of the finals and semi-finals with my two boys over the last sort of 5-10 years, and I think it still holds, especially if you played here as well. It has a special sort of memory and occasion, I think.
What do you remember of '81?
The first, I always remember sort of being disappointed after the first game, because I think we edged that game, should have won it. Classic replay, but ultimately you lose, and it's not great. It's nice that it's remembered, and it goes down as one of the great finals, but on the day, probably the biggest disappointment that I've had, you know.
You had great times at City generally, did you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. We had a good little spell. Just after that, we signed Trevor Francis, and you know, we were going well for a good spell there, and had a good side. So yeah, listen, I was there for sort of three and a half years, and enjoyed every minute.
Are you working today then, or is this?
No, this is just for
pleasure.
Yeah, just for pleasure. My best mate, who's a massive City fan, I met when I first moved up. We had a golf day at Middleton, and I played golf with him, and he's been my sort of best mate ever since. He's a season ticket holder, and I go with him sometimes just as a fan to watch the games.
Obviously still got some affection there for the Blues.
Oh no, definitely, yeah, no, it's as I say, I'm meeting my brother today, my nephew who's a City fan, and nieces and nephew. I think because of the time I spent there, they've all become sort of City fans, really.
Enjoy your day.
Yeah, cheers.
I'm a Villa fan, season ticket holder, 40 odd years. Man City are the best team in the country by a mile. If they turn up today, it could be embarrassing. We might need a ball boy in the back of the net. I hope I'm wrong, but that's football. But Man City play the best football, are the most creative. I've got some of the best players. They've got the best player in the world, in my opinion, in Kevin De Bruyne. And if he turns up today, God help us.
And you're saying that as a Villa fan?
I'm saying that as a Villa fan because I like to watch football, and the football you played this season, I've never seen football like it. So fair play to Man City.
And yet football being the game it is, you could win today.
We could do, but it'll take a minor miracle. And Grealish might get on your bench. He wouldn't get in your team, but he's an outstanding player. That's the difference with Man City. And these people who want to get you thrown out of Europe are just jealous. It's the big teams in Europe, your Real Madrids, your Barcelonas, your Paris Saint-Germains. They don't like it because you lot have shown the world how football's played.
It's going to be a tough game for both teams, more so for Villa, but I
think they'll have to stay compact to stop City. But my prediction will probably be a 3-0.
Is it all about Jack Grealish really, as far as...
I think they've got a bit of an over-dependence on him because he's that good. He could play in the top 3, top 4 side. So and he is an exceptional talent. So they've had a little bit of an over-dependence on him, but he's that good.
Wish he had you up front, eh?
No.
So how many times did you play at Wembley, Glyn?
About 4 times, something like that, Ian, as a schoolboy, and 3 times for City, something like that.
How many times did you score here?
I scored 4 for England schoolboy, first time I came, and then I scored the winner in the League Cup.
Very appropriately.
Very appropriately, yeah.
And that was back in the days when the Horse of the Year show had been
well, that's right, when the
pitch
pitch was like a muddy, correct, Ian, yeah, it was.
How does that compare to today? I mean,
it's fantastic, isn't it? It's a different world, mate, different world than when we played.
Your dream is that your grandson
I'll
Tommy's
do the exactly
thing.
same thing, or even better. I'd love that, Ian, yeah.
Have you got a prediction today?
No prediction. Never predict City these days. No, not at all.
You're like me, you're too long in the tooth.
I'm too long in the tooth, mate. I am, yeah.
Enjoy the game.
Thank you, Ian.
I think I played in 3 League Cup finals, but only one for City, which we won obviously in '76. So hopefully we can do it again.
Happy memories for you then?
Fantastic memories, yeah.
You were involved in that game, and now you're involved watching as a spectator. What's it like? What's the difference like?
What's it difference? It's totally different. I mean, you get a lift into the ground for a kick-off. You get pampered and looked after, not fighting your way through the crowds. But it's great experience.
City going to win today?
Hopefully, yeah.
One sticks out like a sore thumb is the Gillingham game. I'll never forget that game in all my life. You know, when the board was put up and there was X number of minutes left, I turned to Willie Donachie and said, if we ever wanted a bit of luck, we want it now. And we scored, and then we scored another, and that was it. We went on to beat him on penalties, you know. It was fantastic.
I was with Michael Brown on Friday night, and he said it was Willie that kept the team going that day.
It was. Willie kept shouting, yeah, Joe. I think we were 2-0 down, and Willie kept on at the team, and you know, one thing led to another, and then Kev scored, and then Dickie scored. So yeah, fantastic.
Have you not got your magic sponge today with you?
No, I'm coming to enjoy the game, and no pressure on me today. Yeah,
enjoy it.
Thanks, Ian.
Well, I never think we're going to win, even if we're winning 4-0 with 5 minutes to go, because I've seen many bad times. Martin will ask me about 5 minutes to go, are we going to win? I'll let you know. Martin's of a different generation to me. I introduced him.
4-0 up before she'll say we're actually going to win the game. But we're more confident now, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've only had like half of our lifetime supporting City is dour and miserable.
Well, my first game was January the 1st, 1991, and basically 20 years of misery after that until now. It's come good.
On that basis, I suppose. You don't come to a game like this thinking, oh, just another.
No, not at all. Not at all. I want to win it just as much as all the other ones, definitely.
Yeah.
But there will be kids here though who'll be like, a bit bored of this, another long journey. But
yeah, there's kids who grew up in this and like all they've known is success. And I got bullied and teased while we were in City, and I remember crying about the fact that we were so bad. There's people singing me better, City know better than Macclesfield and stuff like that. And I hated that, and it feels great that we're here.
Do you think that makes City fans different?
I think now it makes us different. I think from the generation that are growing up. But I mean, I would obviously rather have not been teased. But you hope that they don't grow up to be entitled. That's the main thing. So, but long live the success. And
so on that basis, you're not going to say 4-0 today, are you?
No, because the amount of times that we've won and how good I think the team is compared to like what it's been in the past, like I think we can. Every time we come here, I think we're going to win.
I reckon.
Yeah, maybe.
I reckon the size.
Confidence,
of,
not
the size of the pitch. We'll just keep the ball all match, and it'll be tough for Villa today, I think.
Enjoy the game.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to have met you. Good luck with everything. Anyway, you deserve it.
2-0. City.
2-0.
Yes.
Are you confident as well?
Yeah, I reckon so. I think we might get 4 though, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I've got to be careful though, because my mate's over there, he's a Villa fan, so I've got to be careful what I say.
Well, maybe we should bring him in then. What do you think? What do you think today?
Well, it could be a cricket score, mate. I'm just hoping
But you think you're going to do that well?
I don't know. Yeah,
Hey, listen, it's a football match. It can go either way.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't know. We're up against it. Put it that way.
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Poland.
And is the reason you're a City fan down to certain Casimir Dana from years and years ago?
I've been my City fan from 2006 when I would come over to England for 2006, and just our great player City fans, and only one just been play for City. Yeah, that
was a long time ago, Dana, wasn't it?
I know, but we still got it in the heart, in our heart. Even I've been born on 1980s. I still remember you've been playing on the first club, an English club, and that was City.
Saw him make his debut.
Yeah.
Great player.
Yeah, great player.
Enjoy the game.
Yeah, all right, thank you. You too.
Today's game is going to be a big game. We're going to get Raheem Sterling, Sergio Aguero. We're going to win. We're going to win big time. It's going to be, what do you reckon it's going to be? 3-1?
Yeah, cool, yeah, 3-1.
3-1.
He's made a lot of changes again.
He's changed from Madrid. He's changed massively from Madrid. But we're not playing Madrid. We're playing Aston Villa. It's going to be a nice day. It's blue skies. Nice blue skies. Said this morning at 9 o'clock this morning before we set off, blue skies, City win. He's playing Phil Foden, which I'm happy about, but it's very different. It's not something I'd pick again. I played Bernardo Silva. I think I'd play Jesus as well, but who knows? So
Pep always knows best.
Pep knows best. Don't ask me. Pep always knows best. Pep knows best.
Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 2.
I think that's typical City, to be honest with you. We've had all the possession and then one chance and the other team's go. It's been our season all the time, hasn't it?
City have completely dominated though.
Yeah, and this is game after game, don't forget. And we do this all the time, then we kind of throw one in all the time, don't we?
So what are you expecting the second half then?
Well, I'm hoping our fitness and the quality will show through, so fingers crossed.
Are you going to see substitutions like Kevin Cooper?
There's plenty on the bench in there, let's be fair, so yes, hopefully.
A very tight final. I didn't think it was going to be that tight, but we were the best team in the end. When Kevin De Bruyne came on, I felt more confident, and we saw it out, and it was a professional performance. I thought we were great.
Come on, City. Yeah, what he said. Kevin De Bruyne came on. Just seal the deal. Great game. Come on, City.
I thought it was a hard-fought game. I thought we were going to walk away with it in the first half. Then Villa came back 2-1 at half-time. Should have had a few more. They hit the bar afterwards. But another trophy for City. Keep on with it.
3 in a row in this competition.
Yeah, 3 in a row. Fantastic. Yeah. Hopefully the FA Cup will be the next one, and Champions League. I don't think Liverpool will slip up too much. I hope they do though. 3-0 Watford. Yeah, come on.
Exciting. Last 5 minutes was too much to handle. They've done it, and we're happy.
Another trophy. Sorry about the voice, it's completely gone. But behind me in the background there, the players receiving the trophy. The 6th time I've seen City win the League Cup. This was the scarf that my mum made for me for the 1976 League Cup Final. Late on in that game, I was giving it a little bit of a good luck run. It paid off when Claudio Bravo made that great save to keep it at 2-1. City win the trophy once again.
To win that 3 times in a row, so proud of that team. And the fans again, we turn out in numbers, we get stick, but you know what? We keep coming back for more. It's what Man City's about, we've got heart.
How many times have you seen them win the League Cup?
I've lost count. The first one was 76, so if you can do the math for me and tell me. 6 times, I'll take that, pal, I'll take it, all day long. Proud of you, Blue Boys. proud of you.
Carabao Cup holders, yet again, 2020. Congratulations.
I really enjoy the game actually. So I think Manchester City day by day they are be creating many things. Pep and the other guys creating new skills and the things. I really enjoy today in London. 3 in the row. I've been in all of the 3, and I'm really proud of City about that one. So, thank you so much.
3 League Cups on the trot. We should keep the trophy, shouldn't we? Isn't that how it works? You win 3 on the trot, it should be ours now. Exactly. Give us a goal one. Listen, league's gone. We've got one cup now. We've got the FA Cup to come. Still in the Champions League. What a result! I know you've already talked about that, Ian, but what a result in midweek. And it's great to be back at Wembley. All this nonsense about City fans don't like winning trophies. What a load of nonsense. We're back at Wembley. We've got another trophy and 2 more to come. Absolutely brilliant. Come on, City.
I think we made a bit of hard work of that. Should have been, we were 2-0 up. Their heads had gone completely. You could see it, they'd completely given up. Give away that stupid goal. Typical John Stones. I don't want to slag the guy, but enough's enough. I think it's time for him to go. But I've got to remember, a few years ago our local derby was Stockport County. We've now won 8 out of 9 domestic trophies in the last 3 years. That's an incredible achievement. The only thing left now is the Champions League. But today we've won another trophy. The Guardian was saying we're sick of winning. I tell you something, you don't get sick of winning, you do get sick of losing. You do get sick of losing at York City and places like that. We've come such a long way. It's been a great day out, brilliant atmosphere. Fair play to all the Villa fans. It's been a brilliant atmosphere. They've been absolutely brilliant. No animosity, no nothing. They've had a great day out. I've had a great day out. My daughter's had a great day out. What a fantastic time to be a City fan.
Hard work. Made hard work of that, but absolutely delighted with the end result. Brilliant.
It's the only thing that matters sometimes, isn't it?
It is. I had a sneaky feeling it could have been 2-2. That's what they were playing for, going into extra time and that. So, but I'm glad we got it done in the 90 minutes. Brilliant. That.
I'm not going to finish off with a long summing up, partly because my voice is gone. But what I will say is, it's great being a Blue, isn't it? See you next week, Sheffield Wednesday FA Cup.
And as ever, a very big thank you to Hotclickmarketing, who can get your company to the top of Google searches. So give them a call. And thanks for your support, guys.